Ilimi. They say it is the key to success. They say with education, I can be whatever I want to be. They say with education, I will learn the value of life. They say with education, I can help my people. Amma, ilimin kai nisa da ni.
Basic education is a right. It's enshrined in our constitution. And because it is a right, if it is not delivered, it is a denial. When we talk about education for Plan International, it is more around the total formation of how a child should be given the necessary exposure to grow up in a balanced way. When we deny children in Northeast Nigeria and Northwest Nigeria this foundational learning, we deny a generation the ability to solve problems for themselves. Education is beyond just the ability to read and write. It's more about giving children the ability to dream of a future and a life that is different from what they currently experience.
Abep is Accelerated Basic Education Program. It is designed to address the challenges of out-of-school children in many of our communities that we work in Nigeria. We started the work on Abep 5 to 6 years ago with the support from the Nigerian Education Development and Research Council. There are some learners that have never been to school. There are some learners that have been to school for maybe 6 months and dropped out. There are some learners that have been to school for more than a year and drop out. So you see, if you mobilize them, you can't place all of them at the same level. So the design of Abep is to ensure that you have these learners placed properly based on their levels and their school experience.
The flexibility of the program is what makes it unique. You have a situation where the facilitators and the student and their parent decide the days and the times they want to come for classes. The opportunity for ownership is what actually makes it different and unique from all education programs.
Abep has a pathway. The pathway is that by the time you enroll a learner that is 10 years and above and has never been to school, you place him on level 1. But he has been to school for some time now, but has dropped out, you place him on level 2 or level 3. The design is that after 3 years, you have an equivalent of a basic education certificate. Why it is called accelerated is because we have 9 years basic education, now condensed to 3. Then you are being mainstreamed into a public school, or you take another pathway for the vocational training centers.
When you don't go to school, you are exposed to social vices because you will spend most of your time with your peer group, and one peer group influence to another, you might end up to land yourself in crime. Any state with a high crime rate can attribute its nature or its condition to children that do not attend school. Because they say an idle mind is a devil workshop. If you don't engage your mind, then the mind will engage itself.
Most of our people against Western education. And what propounded it more is the question of economic status of the families. Families prefer to send their male children rather than female ones for education. Most considering the fact that immediately a girl reaches certain age, for 14 to 18, she gets married. So why should somebody spend family wealth on her?
Mun fuskanci matsalolin rashin zakkuwarsu tare da rashin ba da goyon bayan uwayensu. Gaskiya. Wasu kuma tare da rashin zarafi, amma ɗai. Mahi yawanci ba rashin samun zarafi na ba ille dai rashin kulawa na can inda an ka hito.
Ƙalubale da muke fuskanta dai a wajen iyayen yara zan ce, a tunaninsu lokacin da wannan ƙungiya ta zo, ta yi tunanin wai za ta ba su wani abu ne na kuɗi. To mu kuma za su zo su same mu sai muke faɗa musu wannan ƙungiya ta kawo musu ilimi ne, ba wai kuɗi da ta ba su ba. Ilimi ne ta kawo musu yadda yara da su dogara da kansu ta hanyar ilimantar da kansu su zauna da mutane lafiya su san tafiyar da rayuwarsu akan harkar karatu.
The society should be more enlightened on the benefits of education. Not in the city, because mostly in the city, everybody knows the importance of education, but in those rural villages.
Rayuwata a baya ni na kasance da mun fara makaranta, sanadin rasuwar mahaifina, muka hakura da makarantar, muka koma sana'ar gida. Muna yin sana'o'i. Za mu fita mu je mu siyar mun kakura kwata-kwata da makaranta saboda ba mu da wanda zai taimaka mana, mahaifinmu ne zai taimaka mana. To mahaifinmu da ya rasu ni kuma ba ni da yayu maza da za su taimaka min. To dole ni ma in taimaka mahaifiyata. Sai muka hakura kawai muke yin sana'o'in gida. Muna yin abincin siyarwa mu fito titi mu siyar da shi, mu je lambu, mu siyo kayan lambu mu shiga gidaje mu sayar da shi. To yanzu kuma da muka ji wannan kungiya ta shigo, kafa da kafa da aka faɗa mana muka taho da sauri mu ma don mu samu 'yancin kanmu. Mu ma mu dogara da kayanmu.
Gaskiya wanga program ɗin yana da bambanci da wani program da an ka taɓa yi. A kula da yara, a sa su yi abu, in ba su yi ba, a nuna musu za a yi musu abu, kuma yara za su shigo, za su yi karatu. Akwai yaran da ma gaskiya ba su iya rubutu ko wani abu, amma yanzu duk suna iya suna wasu abubuwa.
My pride is that little girl that is in that village that has never been to school now have opportunity to really learn, decide, and thrive in the midst of challenges that we face. For me, Abep is like a dream because in this same room, the first conversation about Abep began, and we were like, is this going to be possible? Can the government really buy into it? And as I tell you now, Abep is not just a Nigerian thing. Abep is global.
The deployment of Abep in Nigeria, led by Plan International and the Federal Ministry of Education, has brought in all the key stakeholders in ways that we don't challenge existing policies, but instead strengthening already laid down educational policies in Nigeria. And that's why the government was happy to approve Abep as an additional model that can be used in any part of Nigeria.
I think it aligns very well with us. And that is exactly what we have adopted. After finishing this, we are also planning to make sure that the schools that we have, we upscale them so that as much as possible, we don't even need to be bringing these children from their respective local government. We will have, other zonal schools.
One of the biggest things we've done is that we've been able to bridge the gap between policy formulation and implementation at community level. By implementing Abep in communities through recognized government institutions, we've been able to generate hardcore data and evidence that is in turn used to inform policy. And that is why we now have what we call the Almajiri and Out of School Education Commission at federal government level. It's a new commission that's been set up under the Ministry of Education to target particularly out-of-school children and children who are considered to be part of the Almajiri system. And that is what has led to what we call the Sangaya education. The Sangaya education is an education system that merges Arabic or Quranic schools, which we call Almajiri schools, with basic science. In that way, children who go through the Almajiri schools that have adopted the Sangaya system will come out almost as good as children who go through normal formal education at basic level. In this way, no child is left behind.
While designing this project, we took into consideration so many things. The first thematic area is the out-of-school children, a component of the project. So that is the accelerated basic education. Now the second component has to do with the issue of livelihood. Then the third component has to do with the issues related to peace development. For the three thematic areas of the project, we have partners that are specialized in it. It's a consortium of about 5 partners. We have Save the Children, Dispute Resolution Initiative. Then we have some components that have been addressed by some partners, Temoko and Hans.
Ni yana da muhimmanci sosai kuma ina ɗaukar shi ne domin in zama likita ina taimaka a 'yan mutane.
Ilimi yana da muhimmanci a gare ni kamar ko da irin ka je guri haka baka da ilimi za a iya musamman ma a harkar kasuwa za a iya cutarka ko a yaudare ka haka tunda baka san komai ba. Ilimi za a iya yin shi domin kasuwanci ko kuma domin al'amuran yau da kullum haka.
Akwai abubuwan da zaka ga ɗalibi ya kamata ya koye shi a makarantar gwamnati. A lokacin da muka fara kana shigowa kana musu tambayar wannan abu da aka ga kwata-kwata ba su san me suke yi ba. Amma da lokacin da muka fara koyar da su abubuwa, su kansu akwai lokacin da aka zo mana ziyara daga malaman gwamnatin da suka zo suka tambayar abu. Sun yi tunanin ba za su ba su amsa ba kuma sai suka ba su amsa. Suka yi ta mana godiya da abin da muka koya wa yara saboda ana jajircewa wajen koya musu abubuwa da ba su taɓa tunanin za su koye shi ba kuma suka ji sun koye shi.
I went to one of the Almajiri classes. Initially, they thought that they had been left behind and forgotten because they are not part of formal school. And so they've been thinking, do I finish my Quranic education and then try to go back to school? The problem is that as at when they are finishing or graduating from Quranic education, they are too old to go and enroll in formal basic education. So they feel privileged now that they are not left behind. That whilst I continue my Quranic education, I can actually still enjoy learning basic science. And they are very excited about it. Many of them told me that even if it is challenging, it helps them to think differently. And one of them actually talked about having the audacity to begin to think of solutions for their community so that many more children will benefit. The impact it's having on these children, I think, is more psychological than academic, because then they're telling children that you count, you matter, and you are able to be anything you want to be.
I chose to become a learning facilitator because it's my ambition since when I was young. The ways our teachers teaching us, I like the way they are doing. That is why I decided to be a teacher, because I want to help my younger sisters or younger brothers to acquire some knowledge.
When you feel you are being marginalized as a result of one disability or another, and then you are supported by assistive device to come back to school. So you have no reason than to go back to school, and then your parents will also have every reason to support you because they have seen the impact on you and your life so far.
Disability cannot stop you. You have to empower your heart. You have to stand up, work with one heart, go to school, trust yourself. This is not their pain work.
One thing that stood out for me all through this last month was a particular student in one school in Gwaram local government where the boy had actually intervened in a fight between the two wives of his elder brother. This was as a result of the lessons he has been learning from his teachers, the peace corps in school. So he was able to learn that there are so many ways to settle dispute between people.
Wa'anda ba sa ilimi, gaskiya ya kamata yanzu su yi ilimi kuma su san menene muhimmancin rayuwarsu. Dan yanzu in baka ilimi, baka san meye muhimmancin rayuwarka ba. Ilimi shine zai kwatanta maka yanda za ka yi rayuwa kuma ka san menene rayuwarka.
Domin ilimin nan yana amfanar da yara musamman mu mata. Domin mu mata mu muke da tarbiyya a ƙarƙashin tarbiyya ta dogara a ƙarƙashin mu. Idan aka ce yarinya bata da ilimi tana zaune da za ta yi tarbiyyar yara, za a samu matsaloli a tsakanin tarbiyyar tasu. Amma kuma inda ilimin za su san za su yi amfani wajen yin sana'o'i daban-daban.
Ni kaina akwai abin da naka ganewa wanda in su nema yara boko wanda can ban san shi ba. Alhamdulillah. Mun samu gudunmawa ga kwamitinmu, ƙungiyar kwamitinmu su da cijan shiya.
An turo su suna zuwa makaranta saboda ganin shawat yadda malamai da koya musu karatu ba su tsashi rita. Sannan inda an karatu abinda ba su ne bai gwagwadon san shi suna rubuta a gwagwadon hali.
Buri na da ya canja. Da ba ni da buri sai dai in ɗauki sana'ata in je in siyar. Amma yanzu buri na ya riga canja, ina so na samu ƙarfin gwiwa in samu in karatu. Ni ma in zama wani abu kamar likita, malaman makaranta ko aiki a sakatariya ko makamancin haka.
Da muna in muka je guri in aka faɗa mana ba ma ji, amma yanzu da muka shiga makarantar na yanzu an faɗa mana muna ji.
Education helps children to dream, to reimagine and be part of the curators of their own future. And over time, the product and the evidence and the benefits of this education will begin to show in the way a society is structured.
Education is very key. Education is the backbone of every form of development.
Education in this context is more about giving children the ability to dream of a future and a life that is different from what they currently experience, and giving them the opportunity to participate in building that future.